You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC Conroe and worldwide on the irlonestar.com.
Hey guys, and welcome to Good News with G. We're on the air here in Conroe. We want to give you guys a shout, right, Keshia? Hey.
On Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5.
Cool, man. All right, so, our mission here is to, to encourage people.
To spread kindness and goodness with as many people as possible.
Exactly, and that's what we all need to do right now. Summer's coming up, so we're all going to be out there with each other. It's getting a little crazy. Traffic's probably getting a little nuts.
Out there.
Woo, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. So y'all need to just kind of sit back, calm down. We're all going to get through this together. It's going to be a long summer, I promise. But, one thing we always talk about is that... okay. Right there? Right there, okay. So, what we want to talk about is, I forgot him, of course. I forgot him, Keshia. I forgot our little smiley faces that we give out, So, our main thing here is to help to encourage you guys to spread, acts of kindness, random acts of kindness. And one of those incentives, of course, is my smiley faces. And so,
sorry you forgot them. They're so cool.
I know. So, if you guys want to take a look at that and see those, they're on, rope signs. It's been G rope signs. Thanks, yeah. G rope signs on my Facebook page. So you can go over and take a look at that real quick. And I also have Astros themed ones and hook 'em and gig 'em, fun stuff. So you guys can take a look at that real quick.
And you make those yourself?
Oh, of course, they're all handmade, all hand sanded. Then I stain them and everything, and I, take those the fence slats out of the landfill. So that's kind of really good. We keep that stuff from filling up. So yeah,
that's hard work.
It is, and I'm always looking for those slats. So if you want to go to G Rope Signs and email me if you got a fence you've taken down, just let me know and I'll pick that up for you and keep that out of landfill.
Yeah, doing good for the community.
Of course,
Trying to encourage you to do the same.
That's right, we are, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So make sure you do your acts of kindness and share them with us, please.
Yes. Always, please.
Yeah, share them with us on our YouTube at Good News with G.
And the Facebook, same thing.
Mm-hmm. Or email them to us.
Or even just
G@gmail.
Look at our Twitter thing. It's all there. All that stuff. We try to keep it simple here.
Yeah, just share them with us. Do them and share them.
Yes, please. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, we want you guys to subscribe because, we film this at the radio station. And then all that stuff goes across all the other platforms, Facebook and YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe
and like and share.
And please share.
Mm-hmm. Good News with G. I'm happy to be here. It's going to be a good day.
We are.
It's going to be a good one.
Yes, it is. Okay.
So what are we talking about today?
Well, we had, we always start out with community, inspiration, and we have travel, then we kind of go into something humorous. Mm-hmm. But what we're going to do this summer when it officially starts is we're thinking about doing the free summer fun.
Yeah.
So that'll be a chance for you guys to win all kinds of cool prizes. So if you guys have a restaurant, a car wash place,
any activity spot,
Chuck
E. Cheese,
anything like
CC's
that.
Pizza.
If you want to promote your business and get some more people in there, then this is a really good place for you guys to do that because we'll take those gift certificates or what it might be and we'll give them out for you. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So
how do they get some free summer fun from Good News with G?
All they got to do is follow the Twitter. That's it.
Okay. Follow us on Twitter at Good News with G.
That's it. And then we're going to figure out the 10th Twitter of the hour or something. We'll think of something creative, right? Won't we?
I think we will.
Okay.
I think that anybody who follows us should get something.
Yes.
So make sure that you follow us so that you can get
a
good free summer fun gift.
That's right. Yeah, we need that. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to switch over from community, I guess, to that. And but we have something for community today, don't we?
Yeah, sounds good. We have a really good one, actually. So I don't know if anyone has ever seen when you're driving downtown or kind of midtown Houston, you'll see this mural and it says Houston is inspired. And it's yellow and it has like blue and green, all these pretty colors. And it's something that you want to just stop and either look at or take a picture of or a picture in front of for commemoration of this city. So I found out some pretty interesting facts about this mural. You want to hear it?
Oh, yeah. And don't forget, it's like graduation.
Oh, yeah. All kinds of things are coming up.
Just anything, Sweet 16s, if you want to go take a picture of that.
Yeah, just to even get out of the house, and do something with your family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
great.
something free.
Yeah.
Something you can do that's free.
Free, that's all right.
Now, if you do want to go see it and you haven't seen it yet, or even if you have, it's located on the corner of Travis Street across from Market Square Park, kind of in the downtown area. And it's now a landmark for the city of Houston. People from all over the world come to this city just to take pictures by this graffiti mural and post them on their social media.
Oh.
In fact, it's the #1 posted photo from Houston on Instagram.
I believe it.
So if you hashtag Houston, you'll probably see Houston is inspired more than anything else on that hashtag, which is pretty cool. So it started by a guy named Mario Figueroa Jr. in around 2013, just to highlight Houston's culinary and art scene. And
God, I feel like Italian food all of a sudden. I don't know what happened to me
it
here.
wasn't even supposed to be this big or this grand, and it's now being woven into the fabric of the city.
Cool.
So, I mean, that's something just to show you never know where your plans will end up. You start somewhere just with an idea, and then it can be, something that people enjoy from all over the world. People from Germany and the UK and all over Spain come to take a picture next to Houston is inspired.
Well, I think, when you come to a city like this, and if you watch our show, you see a lot of things that you can be inspired about, especially these kids.
Yeah.
And I think that pretty much captures what a lot of people are, what we do here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That really captures the city of Houston. We are inspired. The people of the Houston city are inspired to spread good news or do kind acts or open businesses or, do great things.
And we do. And even that, it goes back even to the rodeo, which, I volunteer. I've been volunteering forever.
Yeah.
I mean, we help out with scholarships. It does all kinds of really great stuff for the community. It brings money in. It brings revenue. It brings jobs. Yeah. But it's a big thing for the community. It really supports a lot of these kids being able to get to college.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to the rodeo again.
I know.
I really am. You said that, and I just thought about that. Those boots and just how much fun it is.
Oh, just the food,
food.
Oh, my God, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And we're all ready for that. The whole community, because it really is. If you just think about community and stuff, and that is like a perfect example of a melting pot if I ever saw one. I mean, I've met people from Zimbabwe. I met people from China. I mean, Australia. I mean, just
all over the
every
world.
Walk of the life.
They come here.
They do. They really do. I mean, just small little countries, and there's there's 10 of them here, and that's their whole population. But they want to come to the large. We're the largest rodeo in the northern hemisphere, and we have the largest barbecue cook-off.
And it's so good.
Oh,
yeah, people come here just for that.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is just a little something to get you back inspired, to get out into the city. We're opening up again, slowly but surely. Hopefully everything will be back to, some sort of homeostasis soon. But in the meantime, take a drive around with your family. You don't even have to get out of your car if you don't want to. And just take a drive around Travis Street across from Market Square Park and check out the Houston is Inspired landmark. I'm sure you'll leave inspired.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If not, there's all kinds of good restaurants down there. Really got to get it back into help on these local restaurants and getting businesses back up and running. And so, I had my vaccination, both shots. Second one just about killed me.
Oh, God. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Woo! I tell you what.
Yeah.
So, but, I've got mine done. So I think, hopefully by this summer, we'll get a huge percentage of everybody ready to really hit the ground running for the first of the new year,
Safely.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, that's the community. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break, and but you have something for inspiration that I like this girl. Yeah. I like this girl. Speaking
of Houston being inspired, you will definitely be inspired by this story. She's a local Houstonian, so can't wait to share it with you.
I know, she really is, and she's just got so much spunk. I mean, this girl, at I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm just saying, at age 8, had enough bounce in her she just kept going. Mm-hmm. She has not stopped since this girl was 8 years old. And what is she now? She's
18.
She's 18. Mm-hmm. So for 10 years, a decade, this girl has been pounding the pavement, and it's just not slowing down. So this is really going to be an inspirational story I think you're really going to like.
I do too. Can't wait to share it with you.
We're going to take a break, and then we're going to pull that video up and give you guys a chance to take a look at that. And I wanted to give a shout out to Houston Life, because that's where I get a lot of this stuff from. Mm-hmm. And those guys just have some really great stories. They have a big production staff, and they got all that resources and stuff that me and you just don't have. So
they come up with some really good stories. Yeah, we're inspired by that.
They do. So I'm just gonna just nibble on your story just a little bit. So
we appreciate you.
Yes, we do. So we'll be right back, guys.
Hey, this is Wayne Green, your host for Radio Wayne, Spoke and More. Each Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m., I'll be playing folk, singer-songwriter, Americana, blues, bluegrass, classic country, Cajun Zydeco, Celtic swing, and whatever else seems to fit. Once again, that's Radio Wayne, Spoke and More, every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on Lone Star Community Radio.
Did you know that 1 out of every 2,000 girls born in the U.S. have Turner syndrome? Turner syndrome is the second most common genetic disorder. Symptoms include heart defects, kidney, liver, and thyroid issues, hearing loss, and infertility. Medical advances are being made, but the problem is that most girls are not diagnosed until their teens. Leaping Butterfly Ministry is a Christian-based organization dedicated to raising awareness and money for research. Go to leapingbutterfly.org. Find out how you can help.
We have the safest food supply in the world. Strict laws and regulations restrict the usage of hormones, antibiotics, and pesticides within our food supply. Production agriculture practices and technologies such as the use of GMOs, which is not any more or less risky than conventional crop production, has allowed American farmers to produce more food on less acres in environmentally sound ways. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make lives better.
Hey guys, we're back. Short little break. Had to wet our whistle, didn't we?
Yeah, had to take a little
breather there. So we do have our story. I think this has got to be probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, this young lady is doing great things around the world. Actually, her name is Tyla Simone Creighton, and she is the creator of Sienna sauce, which is an everything sauce, she calls it. It's gluten-free, by the way, and it's award-winning and 5-star. So she's 17. I think I said 18.
Yeah,
she's a teen.
She's a teen.
She's up there.
She's up there.
But she's the CEO of her own company. She hails out of Houston, Texas, but originally she is from Brooklyn, New York, and she started whipping up flavors in her kitchen at only 8 years old. So, in New York, there's a different mindset kind of than there is here in Texas. A lot of like an entrepreneurship spirit really hands you a lot out there.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be on your entrepreneurship game in New York.
Yeah, you do.
In the South, you really can kind of lean back on your family or like Southern comfort, but in New York, it's not like that at all. Even the kids have a hustle.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah. But it served her well because now she's appeared on Shark Tank only 8 years later at the age of 16. So just a few years ago. And through crowdfunding, she ended up capturing the attention of some very famous.
Oh, she did. Whoa,
investors.
She got some stars on her plate, man.
Yeah, she really did. Securing over hundreds of thousands of investments. She currently lives in Missouri City now, in a neighborhood called Sienna Plantation, hence the name Sienna Sauce. So it's like take where you are, take what you got, and utilize it, leverage it. It's right where you are. So the company is now growing. She is in over 60 retail stores. Actually, she's an HEB here in Houston.
I know. I want to come work for her, actually.
We have to look up Sienna Sauce in HEB. And she's sold in over 21 cities and has over 90 distributors.
Wow.
So to go from 8 years old, starting in your kitchen, around 14, she said she would sell them and package them up in her house on Sundays and sell them to the local neighborhood.
Yeah.
And now at 18, only 4 years later, 3 or 4 years later, she's in 21 cities and 60 stores and has 90 distributors.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's just kind of mind-boggling.
And she's earning over six figures. Yeah.
That's the part I like. She's
Earning over six figures.
She's really raking in some money there. I mean, which is good.
Yeah,
it
she's doing
shows
some
you
good
that
things.
she just had determination, the will, just to keep going.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
was
that's
inspired.
a decade or almost a decade. It's a long time to, not give up.
Yeah.
You not want to do something else.
Yeah,
you know?
especially when you're that young.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you're that young, you kind of want to do everything or you don't know what you want to do. But it's so great that at 8, she stuck with it.
She's so focused.
Yeah, she stuck with it. So that's a good thing, too, for parents to recognize with your kids when they're doing something. Kind of let them see if they can stick with it. You know, it might turn into something in 10 years.
Oh, well, I know.
When they're 18 and still young, she can do anything.
Oh,
now.
Yeah, she's got her whole life ahead of her. I mean,
Yeah.
she really does. She's set.
Yeah, she's set.
She can
But she's not stopping there.
Not this girl. I wouldn't think so.
She's not stopping
no,
there.
I wouldn't think she would be.
So Sienna sauce has 3 flavors, lemon pepper, spicy, and sweet and tangy.
Oh.
I think I would like the sweet and tangy.
Yeah,
one.
me too. I think I
Yeah.
want to try that.
And you can use it on pretty much anything. She says it's not just for meat. It's also for seafood, poultry, and more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I saw like a basket of shrimp, and she was dipping it in the shrimp, and I love seafood.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm sold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Me
so
too.
you want to try to pull up the video?
Yeah,
and
let's
see
bring up
what's
the
going on
video.
with her?
And, like I said, we want to give a shout back out to Houston Life.
Yep, thanks Houston Life.
For shining a spotlight on another great Houstonian. By the way, she's only 17 years old. And before appearing on Shark Tank and grabbing national attention, our next guest was simply doing what she loves, creating signature sauces in her Missouri City kitchen.
And now her sauce, called Sienna sauce, is sold in more than 21 cities around the country. The woman behind the business, 17-year-old Tyla Simone Creighton, is joining us now. Tyla Simone, welcome to the show. And this is pretty incredible. Start by telling us where the name Sienna sauce comes from.
Yes, so I actually started the business by opening up a wing place out of my home. And so we sold wings for about a year back in 2017. And the location of where our home was Sienna, Texas. So when we decided to bottle the sauce, I was like, hey, let's just call it Sienna sauce.
That's perfect. I love it. And by the way, I have to keep reminding myself, you're only 17 years old. You're about to graduate from high school this month, and you've been homeschooled. And what's happening before we get to the sauces? Are we going away to college? What are we doing?
Yes. So right now I am coming down to my last couple of decisions and choosing what school I'm going to go to. And soon I will be announcing what school I'm going to. So I'm really excited.
You have had quite the decade. I understand that you were 8 years old when you started experimenting with different sauces?
Yes. I created my initial flavor, tangy, at the age of 8, just messing around in the kitchen. Years later, I moved to Houston, Texas, and my mom said, hey, you can bottle it. And so I took what I had, and I was able to create 2 other flavors, the lemon pepper and the spicy, because customers were asking for new flavors. So I used the base and was able to create some more flavors. And it's been amazing ever since, just this whole journey.
Well, I feel like we need to bottle you up and be a model for other kids in our community, because you're doing all of this at such a young age. You often say, my product is not a ketchup or a barbecue sauce. This is Sienna sauce. It's in its own complete different category. And by the way, this business is bringing in 6 figures since 2019. I'm so impressed, Derek. I know you are too, but also our mouths are watering. We ready to taste?
I am.
Okay, you gonna walk us through it?
Yes, I'm so excited for you guys to taste it. So first, start with our tangy. They are on our bacon jam on the
deviled eggs or on the potatoes?
Deviled eggs.
On the deviled eggs, okay.
Eggs. So we have our tangy bacon jam deviled eggs, and that's a recipe that I was fortunate able to come up with my chef. And our bacon jam was something that the sharks taste and they really love. So I can't wait to see what you guys think.
Oh my
Verdict?
gosh.
Yes.
That is so good.
And Tyler, while Courtney is tasting these, I know one of your goals is to become the all-inclusive sauce boss of the world. You have gotten the attention of some pretty big names, including Beyonce. Is that true?
Yes, Beyonce actually featured my business on her Black Parade, and we were one of the first businesses that she chose when she launched her Black Parade. So that was a super huge honor. And at the end of the year, where she did her 2020 recap, she actually featured the business again in her 2020 recap video on her Instagram. So that was huge.
That's major, and you've got the beehive behind you as well. Getting back to these deviled eggs, this is so good. And what I love about it, it's sweet. It's tangy, but I'm still tasting the deviled egg, but I'm getting all that flavor from your sauce. It is a perfect pairing with all of those ingredients.
Thank you. Yes. So next you're going to try our lemon pepper potatoes. Now our lemon pepper is award-winning 2 years in a row. So I really want to hear what you guys have to say about that. And when I say this is an everything sauce, it's an everything sauce.
That is really good.
Very good. Oh my goodness.
Again, it's not overpowering.
No, not at all. It's nice and subtle. I like there's just a hint of sweetness to it. The last sauce we have, Tyler, here is the spicy sauce. Is that right? Paired with the shrimp?
Yes, so the spicy, we have it featured as a dip, and so you can use it as a dip for your shrimp cocktail. And so that's the great thing about these sauces. You can use them on anything and as anything. A marinade, glaze, dip, whatever you guys like, barbecue, saute, and that's why we showed you different ways that you can use it when you eat your food.
This is good. This has a bit of heat to it, but it's right at the end, has that kick, but I love it. It's not overpowering. I don't like things that are too hot for me because you can't taste the food that it's going along with. Derek, what do you think?
It is fantastic. You know me, I can't do too much spice. The spice is right on the money, and it has a nice sweetness to it as well. Tyler Simone, congrats on your business. Keep us updated on your life and what you get up to, and best of luck as you graduate high school running your business.
Thank you so much, guys. Live, love, and sauce it up.
We will.
Absolutely.
We need more. We need to bottle her up. To connect with Tyler Simone, we have shared
Oh,
a
I
link
tell
on
you
our
what.
website, HoustonLife.tv.
That looks so good.
Oh, that shrimp. That's what I want. I want to try that stuff in the shrimp.
I want those deviled eggs.
I don't like deviled eggs, but
Oh
I'm
my
thinking
God.
I might want
And
to try
I love
that.
shrimp too, but man,
Oh,
the
yeah.
way that she just made those look so
She
good.
would not stop eating that stuff.
And I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah.
The work that she put into this and the investors. I mean, Beyonce, Kendra Scott,
I know.
Chameleonaire, that's big. She's
Oh, yeah.
doing some great things.
You know that must have just like doubled her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
just
tripled or
her visibility must have went through the roof. Her sales
Yeah.
gone through the roof. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to think about HEB sees something like that. They see that she's out there and networking and bringing people in. They're like, oh, how many shelves do you want?
exactly. Yeah. I saw a picture where she had a whole shelf full. So we're gonna have to go and support. Now, what got me is that she said it's not very overpowering, the flavor. It's subtle and has a hint of sweetness to it. Like that just sounds so perfect, sweet and savory.
Yeah, because I hate getting stuff where all you can taste is just a sauce. You don't taste anything you're eating. You put it on
or
chicken.
the spice.
Or the spice.
It's too spicy.
It's too spicy.
Yeah, I
So,
can't wait. I can't
I
wait
know.
to try. She sold me.
So we have lemonade we're going to get to go with this.
Yeah.
From our lemonade girl.
Yeah,
and now
that's
we
right.
got to get some shrimp and then we got to dip some sauce. And
I'm down.
we're ready.
Now, outside of her business, Tyler says that she likes to speak to the youth and encourage them to pursue entrepreneurship. And also, she serves as a volunteer in her community. She believes that volunteering is very important, which is great for her. And her motto is live, love, and sauce it up.
Sauce it up. I saw that.
Live, love, and sauce it up. So find her at siennasauce.com and get a free cookbook with any purchase of a sauce.
I saw that she's giving away a free cookbook. This girl's got some light bulbs. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
I'm telling you, big things.
She's
So let's look out for her in the future.
yeah, I think we should. I think we should.
Yeah,
So
I'm looking forward to it.
well, that was our inspiration.
Yeah, and I'm inspired.
Oh, I am too. I am just ready to get
I'm
out
inspired
there.
to make some deviled eggs. I'm inspired to go get some
Some
sauce.
and
I'm inspired to go to this Houston is Inspired Museum
oh,
or the mural.
yeah, the mural.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I know we are. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break and come back to our travel stuff.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
Let's do it.
Ooh, with Mother Nature.
Lone Star Boxer Rescue is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from many sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
Second Saturday Divorce Workshop provides unbiased information to help you understand your options and move forward with your life. This divorce workshop is for you if you are contemplating divorce, in the process of divorce, already filed for divorce, or post-divorce. You will explore the emotional, legal, and financial aspects of divorce from professionals who have guided others through divorce. For more information on this divorce workshop, contact secondsaturdaywoodlands.com or call 832-375-0900.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
Hey, we're here. So now we get our travel section. We get a chance to get out there, get in the car, drive around.
Yes.
And
get the kids out of the house.
Get everybody out for a little bit of R&R.
Get yourself out of the house.
Oh yeah, everybody just needs to get out and look around.
Get your dog out of the house.
Oh yeah,
and your
that's
cats.
right. Your dog.
Yes, and your cats.
And the cats, whatever you got. It's animal. Get those animals out of there.
Get out the house.
Get out of the house
first.
Well, you know, this I was there yesterday. Actually, Friday, Thursday. I was there Thursday. See,
over the weekend.
Over the weekend.
What did you do this weekend?
I went to the Railroad Museum.
The Railroad
Yeah,
Museum.
and so they were having, I guess it's their first ice cream social. And I shot a bunch of stuff. I just had all kinds of editorial and communication problems, and my computer decided to act up.
Well, you know what's interesting? They said that Mercury is in retrograde.
Yeah, it was attacking my computer.
And that's one of the signs they say is technology fails.
Oh, God.
And I don't know if it's happening right now. I just heard it recently.
Oh,
so maybe that's what was going on.
Oh, big time.
Don't be too hard on
yourself.
yourself.
Big time. So I finally reinstalled everything, and I've started editing it again. So I want to give a shout out to Dave. I mean, I was trying to get that out to him for the event, but it sounded like a lot of fun. They had train rides, they had free ice cream, they had a couple of live bands. So, but the cool thing is they are continuing the free ice cream with Bluebell for the kiddos. If you got kids and you want to go look at the Railroad Museum, which is really neat, you can see a bunch of old trains. They've got old steam-powered engines and equipment and stuff. They've got a car in there that shows you what it looked like, from way back to the present.
You can get inside.
Look around, and what they're really cool is they have these plaster life-size figures in the waiting room, kind of give you an idea what an old-fashioned waiting room would look like. Plus, they have this little nook in the corner where you can control lights and make things flash, and kind of have some fun with that.
That sounds really fun. For everyone.
It's a fun day. I mean, it's just neat to go see all that old stuff and seeing trains. I've ridden on a train, and it's the neatest thing in the world to ride on a train.
I really like the aesthetics of railroad tracks for some reason. I don't know, it's just kind of nice, but I've never actually been. Well, actually, I lived in New York for years, but that's kind of a different train. That's a subway.
That's a subway, yeah.
And the train from New York to New Jersey, that's kind of like a train, but it's more like a subway still.
Yeah.
But I've never actually been on a train.
I
would love that.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I'll never forget that. I actually went on an Amtrak train.
Yeah.
And spent the night in one of those compartments, overhead.
Yeah.
And I kept rolling out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my parents had to basically duct tack
sorry.
me into that thing.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on with your memory now.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing I'll never forget, man.
Oh,
Just
wow,
tied
but
me
you
into that
remember
bunk.
that.
But just the sounds, the motion, the feeling, and then, eating on a train, having those big picture windows, looking out the train, getting on the observation
you see some of the
deck.
best views.
A train is something else. So, that museum is kind of glimpsed back into the past.
Now, where can people get on a train these days?
Yeah, well, you can there. It's a mile or a mile and a half ride, and I think it's like $6 or $7, and they have a caboose that's they push, and you're on the observation deck of the caboose.
That's
cool. And it's like a mile, so it's like 15, 20 minutes. They send you down the tracks. You make a little U-turn, come back around.
We have a lot to do this summer.
Yeah, there really is.
In between going to the mural or, going to H-E-B to get some sauce, some Sienna sauce.
Your picnic basket, man. We're going to send you out with some Sienna sauce.
To the Railroad Museum in Galveston. That's a lot of good things.
Yep, and then they have, when you're in Galveston, you get the Railroad Museum. I got to mention La King's. You got to get the ice cream.
So now when you go to the Railroad Museum, do they always give you ice cream?
For the kids, all starting in summer.
Okay.
So you need to go to GalvestonRailroadMuseum.com, look at their website.
Pretty good.
But it'll give you a time frame. But it's, those little mini cups you get with a wooden spoon.
Exactly.
So that's what you're getting.
I mean, that's sufficient for a little kid. They don't care.
They don't care. It's free ice cream.
Exactly.
So,
but what about the adults? We have to pay for
you
ours.
ain't got to pay for ours,
No worries.
Yeah.
Anything to keep the kids happy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I filmed that, and I filmed the inside, and there's also, which is really cool, they have got, I think it's Jackie Gleason. I'm pretty sure it's his rail car that you can have a R&R, a bed and breakfast, R&B. They're going to turn a train
into
an R&B.
Bed and breakfast.
So you basically have a train, a box car in the front with like a living room, a full-blown living room. And then you have a master bedroom with its own shower.
So those carts are pretty big.
These are pretty big things, yeah. And you have your own little, little kitchenette type thing where you get a, microwave and clean things off.
I'm picturing like a tour bus.
Yeah, kind of like that, but just train style and a lot more, comfortable than a bus. Plus, which is really cool, you have your 24-hour concierge out in front that'll bring you whatever you want.
Okay. And how do you book this?
Well, you got to go on their website.
Okay.
He was saying there's going to be a wedding there pretty quick. So I was thinking, and plus you're just a skip and a hop away from the Strand. So, you got your own little private train on the track there.
That's really nice.
That's
nice,
that's pretty cool.
That's really nice. Thank you for sharing that
That's
with
pretty
us.
excited. So you just got the guys stay tuned for that. And I'll have it all edited out and getting all the... Get this thing back on track. Get it back on track,
so
to speak.
We're ready. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see.
It'd be a lot of fun. But
so that's in Galveston. There are so many things we can do in Galveston, and because this is the free, summer fun, I want to share some free things as well that you can do.
We got some free stuff.
So in Galveston, that there's a pier out there. You can just walk. There's like a little Ferris wheel, you can take your kids out there just to see the fun little scenery out there. Take your dogs and just go on the shore. And on this pier, there's actually spas. Now, that's not technically free, but if you want to get some rest and relaxation in, there's a spa out there. And there's also a restaurant, multiple restaurants.
Yeah, there's lots of
in the historic Pleasure Pier, which is right on the seawall. So if you've ever been to Galveston or any beach, there's a little seawall and there's all kinds of things to do.
Oh yeah, there's actually next to Ben and Jerry's, because once you get to eating there, you'll need this. You can rent bicycles to go up and down the seawall and do that. So that's kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah, and it's going to be, kind of hot out there. So definitely get you some Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of museums, there's this thing called the Bryan Museum. And this has the largest collection of historical artifacts, comprising over 70,000 items, spanning 2,500 years, with documents, antiques, and artwork relating to southwestern United States.
And I told you this when we're going to be doing that. I actually talked to the curator and the guy out there, so we're actually going to do a story on them. And I actually went inside there for a little quick peek. And they've got some Western stuff that is really cool. I mean, he's got a collection of spurs and guns and Western art. He's got conquistador. There you go, conquistador stuff. Yeah. a whole gamut of history.
I mean, spanning over 2,500 years, that's a lot of time.
And they've got a really cool model of a old Spanish galleon, like huge scale. I mean, I was ready to look for a quarter in there myself. This thing was huge.
Wow.
So that's really neat.
You just never know what's right under your nose or right in your backyard.
Oh, you don't.
You know, I mean, Galveston, you think about the beach, you know, the water.
Yeah, we try not to.
The water, yes. But there's so many other things that you can do if you don't want to get in the water.
Yeah.
Also, Moody Gardens, which is very popular. You know, that's a little theme park that the whole family would love. You can see pigeons and sharks and this aquarium, all kind of things. 4D films. Also, Slitterbond. That's a big thing for the kids.
Yeah, no. So that's fine. I guess it's gonna be. I'm sure they're gonna be open.
Yeah.
So that's your own little water park right there, right next to everything else. So
yeah, and
you
it's open year round. Actually, they don't even close in the wintertime. So I think they should be open now.
I would think so. Yeah. So you could go on your train, and then you could go to Slitterbond and come back to your private train.
Yeah, get your ice cream.
Get your ice cream.
Yeah, go to a spa. You can make a whole weekend out of it, really, depending on what your visit is for, Mother's or Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it just depends. And one other thing I would like to share, just for a little more calm scene, is the Grand 1894 Opera House.
That is a neat place.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that thing has held on as long as it has.
Yeah, 1894?
Yeah.
That's over 100 years.
And it's really ornate inside. I mean, it's just a neat place just to go in and just kind of immerse yourself on, what it was like, 100 years ago or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I used to sing opera, classical music when I was studying music at TSU.
Uh-oh.
So I'm definitely familiar with these styles. I would love to go and see. I didn't even know this was in Galveston.
Yeah,
You just never know.
Yeah.
So it says the Historical Theater currently features a selection of concerts, Broadway shows, national touring groups, and international stars.
Oh, yeah.
So visit the website. The website that I'm looking on right now is discovergalvestontexas.com.
Right. And one of my favorite things, too, is I like to go look at all the old homes and stuff like that. And they have a home tour in May of all the old homes that are out there. And that's really neat. My parents love that thing, too. They go to that every year. And you get a chance to see really well preserved, homes, and just kind of like what it would have been like back in the day. Victorian period, I think, is what a lot of the homes are.
So how do you book that?
You have to go online, and I think it's through the Historical Foundation, or you just look on historical home tours.
That sounds pretty cool. So you can go and look inside of the houses, maybe the living room.
Oh, the whole thing, all around.
Are there two-story homes?
Yeah, well, there's one that's really big that's right there on the main drag when you come into town that you're able to go and look inside. And then you've got, there's two or three really big, like, mansions that you get to go take a look at.
And it's mostly on the weekends?
I think it's like Tuesday through, the weekend or something like that.
Yeah,
I know it's during the week.
Book it for whenever you want to go, or is it a big group?
I think you can do individual, and also, it's open just to walk around tours. If you just walk in there and look around.
Cool. I remember when I visited Atlanta when I was 10, and I was able to visit Martin Luther King's home.
Oh, yeah.
You can go inside of the home that he raised his children in. And it was just so cool to see that, like you said, they're well preserved. They kind of ask you not to touch anything. And I don't know if we could take pictures or not, because they say the flash would kind of mess up something. So maybe we had to turn the flash off. But I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So Galveston home tours.
Yeah. And so, and it's all May. You still got a couple weeks left, or how many? I guess we got 2 weeks left, right?
Yeah. Time is flying.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. We're almost halfway through the year already. And, I'm ready for summer. It's been a long. I'm sure everybody is. It's been a long, especially teachers. My my daughter's a teacher, and I know she is so ready for summertime.
Yeah, my sister's a teacher. My heart goes out to teachers, really, especially during these times. It's not easy, so we just commend you all for your work and what you're doing. Thank you.
Yeah, keeping it, just going through the motions and doing all that. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, you know what? Teachers deserve one of your rope signs.
And they do.
So any teacher, follow our Twitter.
Yeah, we
Let
should.
us know that you're a teacher, and we will make sure to do something extra special for you.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
I that's a good idea. We should do that,
Yeah,
because
definitely for teachers.
they really are, shaping and molding and, setting a tone.
Yeah.
They're
heroes.
And
you
they really are.
They're unsung heroes. But just to let you remind you all, you are listening to Good News with G. And make sure that you follow us on our YouTube, our Facebook. Shout us out on whatever platform you're on. And then send us your good content at goodnewswithg@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Love to see what you're doing. And love to hear those good news or inspirational stories that you have to share with us.
Yes, because the content is one thing that we always need help with.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have a full-blown staff of 10 people, which we don't have, to look up stories and find articles and find people that are really out there in the community, that are actually taking that, working with, being a capitalist and taking the money and time and effort that you can give back to the community. Because that's a big deal. And I think a lot of these stores we've been, talking about, the kids that's really instilled from their parents to these kids. You have to, pay yourself. You have to take care of the community. And you have to give back. And that's just the way it has to be. And I think a lot of these, we talked about the G Boys and how they gave all those turkeys out for Christmas, gave out those shoes.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But,
and now they have their own day in Humble, G Boys Day.
Yeah.
So you never know what your kindness can do.
It's kind of like a domino theory. I really believe that what you put into something is what you get out of it.
Yeah.
You put all that passion and, that positive energy in there and get people around you that are positive and have a good product, and people will, whether it's lemonade or sauce or bouncy houses, science kits, whatever it is. People respond well to
positive things,
basically. And people that are positive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a bad car salesman, you're not going to buy a car from me.
Nope.
You can tell. I don't know how many times I go up to, get a car and I'm like, no.
Right. No. I agree. Yeah, people gravitate to good energy.
They do.
Yeah, and good ideas. People like to support good things. So share with us. If you're doing something good or someone doing something good, Good News with G, share them with us. We would love that.
We would.
Yeah.
We would. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick a break, and then we're going to come back and wrap it up before we get flooded away here, right?
Relax with a cup of joe or your favorite drink for the Conroe Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce Chamber Chat. The show airs on the first Tuesday of the month at 11 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio. Join hosts Courtney Galley and Brian Bondi as they chat about the Chamber's events and programs for the month and invite Chamber members into the studio to talk about their upcoming events and businesses. Learn about your Chamber with Chamber Chat every first Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps consumers understand how their food choices impact their health by making the connection to agriculture. Learning about how food is grown and produced, and how consumers can make better food choices for themselves and their families, Path to the Plate is all about dispelling myths and misconceptions. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
Hey, we're back. Keshia, it's been a long, here we are Wednesday in the middle of the week, so...
Hump day?
Hump day, yes it is.
We're making it through. We're making it over the hump.
We are,
yeah,
that's
right.
right.
Why we do these shows on Wednesdays, to kind of get you all over the hump, over the hill.
Yeah, every Wednesday, 11 a.m. across all the social media platforms. Good News with G, your Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and here on Lone Star Radio. So you guys...
4.5.
Yeah. So we'll shout out to you guys again because we know the radio guys are out there and everybody's listening. So, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because I can't say that except for right now. We're filming the show. So it goes over to you, and as long as you do that, that would help out. You know, everybody knows you got to like and subscribe to make things happen these days.
So make sure you do that.
You do. Okay. So, we talked about, before we go, I just wanted to mention too again that, our show is about encouraging you guys to do good things for others, and just do those random acts of kindness. You'll be surprised of making somebody else smile, what it does for you. I mean, it's just a feeling kind of like butterflies sometimes, or you see somebody and they just totally turn around for that one day that you've done something that they just needed. That sometimes people are just like, I just need a smile. That's all I need.
Right.
That's it. I don't need.
Super simple.
Yeah, it really is. Opening that door for somebody and smiling back at them. I don't know how many times I've done that, and they weren't even looking at me, and they looked back at me as they went through the other door and just kind of smiled. So, I mean.
Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was.
You recognize me.
Exactly.
I'm a part of humanity.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks for being that door guy.
I'm really glad that you started this, G.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something that we need, a pick-me-up, especially after these, COVID times. 2020 was tough for a lot of people. So anybody who's like popping up, saying something good, we need it.
Yeah, we do. We do.
So thank you for starting this.
Yeah. So I'm so happy you came along. So now there's two voices instead of one. Yeah. So before we go, though, Keshia, I have been taking these thingamajigs right here for
for what?
For my brain power, but it's not working too well. I gotta say, I just got to make that quick little shout. I know it's all about good news, but this is good news.
So how do you know it's not?
Well, it's supposed to help with your short-term and long-term memory, like little things.
Oh, and you forgot the rope sign today.
I forgot the rope sign today, and this thing there's nothing left in here. I got a couple of these bad boys left.
Well, maybe it'll have lag time. Maybe in 6 months you'll see some results.
I hope maybe the next show, this whole bottle that I've taken will just give a kick a burst in there, and
you'll be remembering everything.
And I remember everything.
Yeah. Yes. Don't count it out. You never know.
So so if you're going through some craziness, and then one last thing, my windshield. I just installed this windshield wiper blade, right? And I heard it click. I snapped that thing in there in both of them. And I'm driving up here to record this. And the windshield decided to go one way, and the blade holder decided to go the other way. So.
And it was raining.
And it was raining. So your day, if we all go through those times where we just go, man, really? Can I just go back home and maybe not go to work? Yeah. But we all have to put our pants on and get through the day and have some lunch. And then you'll feel better.
You'll realize it was just a little wiper.
That's right.
A little wipe, and you can get another one.
You can get another one.
Easily replaceable.
It's nothing to get mad or take your frustration out on somebody else. We go through life with a lot of little bumps.
Yeah.
So
and it's just learning how to manage each bump as it comes.
That's right.
Not letting things pile up.
Yeah, I remember there's one saying that I can't remember who it said, but he said something like, it's not important that you get knocked down, but what is important is that you get back up again.
Yeah.
So we got to do that. So just kind of keep that thought for the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
All right.
Thank you
Talk
for
to you
joining
guys later.
us today.